Okay, so now screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we got the value of y1 here. Okay, we got the value of y1. So y1 you got 0.124. Okay, minus 5.73 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, into m. So now let us substitute all these parameters in this Levy's equation. In this Levy's equation. Okay, so now calculated CV. Calculated CV equal to 0.350. Calculated velocity 5.654. So now based on the velocity, so you got the value of CV. Okay, that is what referring the equation number 12.6. Now, so let us substitute. Okay, so tangential tooth load. So based on Levy's equation, so now Ft equal to pi. So sigma d is how much for pinion? It is 172.6. 172.6. Okay, so CV is how much? 0.350. Okay, then B AutoCAD as a 10M, face width as a 10M. Okay, so next Y1 is 0.124 minus 5.13 into 10 to the power of minus 3 m. Okay, what else remains? So into m. So now you simplify, you are going to get one equation. You are going to get one equation m square minus m cube format. Okay, m square minus m cube, you will get one equation. So just to find out what is the value you are going to get, m square minus m cube. Okay, you find out. Calculate very fast. As I said, it needs nearly 1 hour, minimum 1 hour to solve the problem. Sorry. How much you got? Yashwantharao,
189.78 into
189.7. Okay, it is m square.
into 1.24 m square. No, sir. Into 1.24 m square.
189.7, right?
Yes, sir.
In
That's
uh,
into 1.24 m square.
just simplify. You're going to get to m square minus m cube format equation. Now here m you will go to into m square. Okay, let us I will write here. So now pi into 172.6 to 0.350, okay, into 10 m into m here, okay, minus pi. Now this is into 0.124 here, right, into 0.124. This is what minus pi into 172.6 into 0.3350 into 10 m into m into 5.13 into 10 to the power of minus 3 m. Okay. Now if you solve this one, we are going to get m square minus m cube here. This term is m square and this term is m cube. So how much you got? Rule number 23. Rule number 38. Are you there or not, class?
Yes, sir.
How much you got a value?
Sir, 235.33 m square minus
235 point.
9.735 m cube.
Now 235 point m square coefficient. M cube must be in terms of 10 to the power of minus 3, or you have going to get a fraction value, or 1, 2, 3.
9.73.
It's 9.73 m cube, right? So let us note on this as equation number 2. Okay. So now equate equation 1 and 2. Okay. So find value of m. Okay. So I think in calci you have to find out the unknowns of power 3, power 4. So use that equation. Okay. Now how much you got a FT? FT you got 3315.97. 3315.97. This is to be equal to 235.97 m square minus 9.73 m cube. So now we can find out using trial and error method here. Trial and error method. Okay. So now you just randomly select some value of m, substitute and cross check. Okay. Left side value. Or you have an option in calculator to find out the unknowns. Okay. Use 3-degree unknowns. You will get a value of m. You are going to get a 3 values of m there. Go for positive value with higher 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 positive value. Okay. Rule number 6. Rule number 6. So how much you got?
4.12.
How much?
4.12.
M equal to 4.12 mm. Okay. So refer the standard value from table. Okay. So now referring. So design data handbook. Design data handbook. Okay. So let us go for design data handbook. Okay. So now refer table number 12.2 here. So here you have three choices here. One is preferred, another is choice 2, another one is choice 3. So now the available module A is 4.5 here. Okay. How much you got? You got a 4.12. So now referring design data handbook. Okay. So selecting from table number 12.2. Okay. There 12.2. Okay. 12.2. So the standard model M has to be 4.5 mm. the standard model has to be 4.5 mm. Okay. Now, so let us check for induced stress here. Let us check for induced stress. Okay. So what is the relation to find out the induced stress here? Okay. So allowable is sigma d into Cv. Okay. Induced is Ft divided by Byp. Okay. Now, so let us go for allowable stress here. Allowable stress. Okay. So this is a sigma Al equal to sigma d into Cv. Sigma d is 172.6. Cv is 3.05. Okay. Now sigma induced is Ft divided by Byp here. Okay. So Byp. Okay. Now, so let us find out what is in allowable stress here. 172.6 into 0.350. How much it is? Rule number 7.
60.41, sir.
60.
0.41.
60.41. Okay. Now let us calculate here. Okay. So Ft is 3015.7 divided by B. We have gone for 10 m here. Okay. So Y is 0.124 minus 5.13 into 10 to the power of minus 3. It is 4.5 here. Okay. So P equal to pi into m here. Circular pitch P equal to pi into m. Now you find out how much you are going to get here.
51.64.
How much?
51.64.
51.64 Newton per mm square. Okay. Now you write here. Okay. So check for induced stress. Okay. So as induced stress is less than allowable stress. Okay. Hence, selected value of moduli is safe. Okay. Now you just look out here. Instead of 51.64, if it comes 61, okay, 61. Either you need to increase the value of phase width or either you need to increase the moduli. Okay. Now suppose instead of going for changing this value of b equal to 10 m, okay, so how much you took? B equal to 10 m we took here. Okay. Instead of this one, you better to go for increasing the moduli here. Okay. Suppose if it comes to 61.64, now you just rise to 5 here. Okay. You just rise to 5, then you check it. Okay. Then you check it, right? So now induced has to be less than allowable for safer design. Okay. Now what is the next step? What is the next step? Now you need to find out the important geometrical properties of tooth profile by using equations or using design data handbook. Okay. Now let us go for dimensions of tooth profile. Dimensions of tooth profile. Okay. So now for this one, so refer design data handbook. Okay. So notify table. So you can refer table number 12.4a. Okay. Refer table number 12.4a, or you can refer table number 12.3 here. Okay. Table number 12.3. So now this is what especially for invalid square gears here. Okay. You note down table number 12.3. Okay. Important dimensions. Okay. Important dimensions. Okay. So from table number 12.3. So what is here? Addendum is here. Now we calculate only these parameters: addendum, dedendum, clearance. Okay. Pitch circle diameter, outside diameter, root diameter. Okay. You need to calculate only these things. I'll write here, because if you go on for all those things, it's going to take a lot of time. So calculate addendum, dedendum. Okay. So pitch circle diameter. Already they have given pitch circle diameter. Okay. You put as it is. Okay. What else remains here? So outside diameter. So root diameter. So clearance. Okay. So now to calculate addendum, what is the equation here? It is equal to 1 m. It is equal to m. This is equal to 4.5 mm. Okay. So dedendum, it is 1.25 m. Now we calculate how much you are going to get. So pitch circle diameter, it is what, z into m. Now you calculate pitch circle diameter z into m, how much you are going to get. Now you need to find out number of teeth here. Okay, you need to find out number of teeth. Okay, so number of teeth here. Sorry, the number of teeth equal to z equal to what? D by m. Okay, d by m. Now pitch circle diameter is 120 mm. I hope. Okay, so now you calculate z1. How much you are going to get? 120 divided by 4.5. How much you are going to get number of teeth here?
27, sir.
20.
7.
Okay, 27. Okay, so now outside diameter. Now z1 equal to 27. So outside diameter, it is z plus 2 into m. Z plus 2 into m. Okay. So now 27 plus 2 into 4.5. Now root diameter, it is z minus 2.5 into m. Now we're going to get a different parameters for gear as well as pinion here. Okay. So now addendum, dedendum, clearance are going to remain the same. Okay. Addendum, dedendum, clearance are going to same. Only change is outside diameter, pitch circle diameter. Okay. Only change is outside diameter and pitch circle diameter. Okay. Now clearance is 0.25 m here. Right? So calculate all these parameters. Okay. What is the value of this addendum here? What is the value of addendum? Rule number 17. Rule number 17.
Yes, sir.
Next one the addendum
5.62 mm, sir.
5.62 mm. Okay. So now what is the value of outside diameter?
5.62 mm, sir.
Right. So what is the value of outside diameter?
130, sir. 130.5.
Okay. Root diameter
110, sir. 110, sir.
clearance
1.12, sir.
okay. So now let us go for calculation of dynamic tooth load here. Okay. So now we'll go for calculation of dynamic tooth load. Okay. Now refer design data handbook. Okay. So notify equation number I think 12.19. Okay. So 12.12. Okay. Equation number 12.12. So now dynamic tooth load FD equal to FT plus Fi. Okay. So Fi is increment load here. Increment load equal to K3V in bracket capital CV plus FT all divided by K3V plus in square root of capital CV plus FT here. Okay. Now, so now K3 is a constant. Okay. Now we were preferring SI system. Okay. So note on K3 equal to 20.67 here. 20.67. Okay. So K3 equal to 20.67. Okay. The next velocity already we calculated. How much you got a velocity? 5.654. Okay. So 5.654 meter per second. Okay. So now phase speed is B equal to 10 m here. 10 into 4.5 is what 45 mm here. Okay. Now you need to find out value of C here. C equal to dynamic tooth load factor. Dynamic tooth load factor. Right. Now how to get the value of C? Now you can calculate value of C directly if they are given the Young's modulus of both the materials. Okay. Suppose if they are given Young's modulus of the pinion and if they are given Young's modulus of the what gear, and based on the error you can calculate directly value of C. Right. Suppose now in this case whether they have given Young's modulus for pinion and gear, whether they are given. Whether they have given, no, right. So now as they are not given, you need to find out based on the error here. Okay, based on the error. Okay. Let us find out first error here. Okay. Let us find out first error. Okay. So E equal to error. Okay. So now referring design data handbook. Okay. So we can go for based on the two parameters here. Okay. So pitch line velocity or moduli. Okay. Pitch line velocity or moduli. So now let us go for based on moduli here. Based on moduli. Okay. Now refer table number, sorry, figure number 12.4 here. Okay. Figure number 12.4. Okay. Now you need to assume type of gear here. Okay. So now let us assume class 2 gears. Class 2 gears. Okay. Now for model 4.5, so I think you are going to get how much this value, 0.025 or 0.026, right? For module A 4.5 exact in center. Okay, this is 0.025. Okay, I can go for 0.026. Okay, so referring figure number 12.4 for m equal to 4.5. Okay, so error e equal to 0.026. Okay, 0.026. Okay. Otherwise you can calculate based on pitch line velocity also. Okay, now pitch line velocity how much here, you are going to get a lot of difference here, so better you adopt error value based on module. Okay, based on module. Okay, right. Next you have one more table here to find out the value of error. You can refer the table also. I think here this table. Okay, maximum of probable error in action between the gears. Okay, that is what figure number 12.4. Now here it is a 4 is there. Okay, now as you gone for class 2 gears, you can just look at here, it is 0.0254 is there. Now we have gone for 0.06. Okay, as the error. Okay, now let us go for value of the dynamic factor. Okay, next is value of dynamic factor. Dynamic factor, that is what to see. Okay. So now refer design data handbook. Okay, go for table 12.12 here. 12.12. Now what type of profile they have given, whether they have given profile it is a 14.5 degree or 20 degree or whatsoever. Now teeth are to be at 14.5 degree invalid, right? Okay. Now value of dynamic factor, you need to refer table number 12. Okay. So now profile is how much here? Profile is 14.5 degree invalid. Okay. So now combination, pinion is steel. Okay. And what is the gear material? What is the gear material? Okay. Gear material is also steel here. Okay. One is a forged steel, another one is a cast steel. Okay. Now it is what combination of steel and steel. It is what combination of steel and steel. Okay. So now as I said, refer table number 12.12. Okay. 12.12. Sorry. Now case is here, it is a materials are steel and steel here. Materials are steel and steel. Now tooth form is 14.5 degree. Okay. Now error, you have a 2 for 0.02 you have error, and for 0.03 you have error. Now you go for interpolation method to find out the value of C here. You go for interpolation method to find out the value of C. Okay. So now for error E equal to 0.02. Okay. So C is how much here? 220.6. Okay. 220.6. So now let us calculate by using interpolation method. So for error E equal to 0.26. Okay. So what is the value of C here? Okay. So now this is equal to, so now C equal to 0.026, okay, into 220.6 divided by 0.02. Now we calculate value of C. How much it is? 0.026 into 220 point, sorry, 0.6 divided by 0.02. Okay? How much is done wrong? Okay. So it is 286.78. Okay? 286.78 Newton per mm. Now substitute it in dynamic tooth load equation. So FD equal to 3015.7, okay, plus 20.67 into 5.654, okay, in bracket, now C is 286.78 into 45 plus 3315.7. Now divided has to be only for this term, not for entire term. Okay, so 20.67 into 5.654 plus in square root 286.78 into 45 plus 33,315.7. So now you find out value of FD. Now this is 20.67 into 5.654. Wait a minute, whether we entered wrong here. Right. So calculate quickly. 20.67 into 5.654, okay, into bracket 286.78 into 45, okay, plus, oh, it has gone wrong. You just calculate. 3315.7. Bracket complete. Okay, this is equal to 16,000. 3,315.7 plus 16,220.8 all divided by, okay. So now let us calculate this parameter. So 20.67 into how much you got? Yashwantro,
So 11,492.
total.
Yes.
Okay. FD equal to 11,492 Newton. Okay. Now we need to find out. So what is the wear resistance or wear load capacity? Okay. So next we'll go for wear load capacity. Wear load capacity. Okay. You refer design data handbook. So note down equation. Okay, equation number 12.15a. Okay. Equation number 12.15a. So this FDW equal to D1B capital Q into K. Okay. So now let us go for value of Q. Let us go for value of Q. So Q equal to, it is a ratio factor. Okay. Q equal to what? A ratio factor. This is what 2D2 divided by D2 plus D1 or 2Z2 divided by Z2 plus Z1. Okay. So now Z2 you can calculate I into Z1. Okay. I is 3, Z1 is 27. Okay. So how much you are going to get? It is 91 or 81. You will more like 11. Okay. 81 Ts. Okay. Z1 you got a 27 Ts here. Okay. Z1 27 Ts. Now let us find out ratio factor here. 2 into 81 divided by Z2 is 81 plus 27. Okay. So this factor is always greater than 1. Ratio factor is always greater than 1. We just check it. How much you got?
One point five.
1.5.
Five.
Okay. Now, so let us substitute in wear load capacity or wear resistance. FW equal to D1 is 120 mm. Okay. So B is 45. Okay. And Q is 1.5. Capital K is unknown here. Now you notify how much you are going to get. How much you got? Hello.
8,100 K.
8,100K.
100K.
Okay. So now for safe design, what is the condition? For safe design, okay, condition is FW should be greater than or equal to FD. Okay, FW is greater than or equal to FD. So now let us go for 8,100K equal to how much you got a dynamic fluid load? 11,492. Okay, so now you find it value of K. No, this is 8,100, not 81,000. Okay, how much you got a value of K?
1.41, sir.
1 point,
41.
right. Okay. Now, based on this one, you need to suggest what is the harness requirement for pinion and gear. Okay. Now, we'll go to design data handbook. Okay. Go to design data handbook. Now, so you refer value of K here. Okay. Now, how much you got value? 1.41. Okay. Now, values of load stress factor for computing limiting wear load. Okay. So now based on this one, for 14.5 degree profile, so next value of K is 1.598 here. Okay. Next value is 1.598. So corresponding to this one, so BHN for gear is to be 350 and BHN for pinion has to be 400. Okay. Now both are the steel material. Okay. Both are steel material. Suppose if the materials are different here. Okay. So now it is a combination of cast iron here. Gear is cast iron, gear is cast iron, gear is cast iron. Okay. Now it is a phosphorus bronze here. Okay. So you need to cross check the value of K here. Then based on that one you need to suggest. Okay. So now referring table number 12.16. Okay. So referring table number 12.16. Okay. So for value of K equal to 1.5, how much it's here? 1.598. Okay. So as this value is not available, go for higher one. Okay. It's suggested BHN for pinion is 400. Okay. And BHN for gear is 350. Okay. Right. Now this completes your problem. Sometimes what happens, they will suggest you to find out the value of endurance strength. Okay. Now based on that one, you need to find out the surface factor here. Okay. That is what BHN. Okay. Suppose if they are given based on the endurance limits, then you need to compare the sigma En and you need to identify the value of BHN. Or they will give the BHN. What they will do? They will give the BHN. Okay. So now based on BHN, you need to find out the endurance strength, then equate it for the endurance strength to the wear strength, then you need to suggest it. Okay, we'll go for that type of problem also in next class. Okay, so now we wait for 2 minutes.